It's a damn shame what the world's gotten to for people like
putting the license plates on today, and I'm going to take you guys along with me on this crazy journey we're about to go on. I live in Minnesota, and I dug this out of an alley in North Minneapolis.
I don't know why it seems like there's tar in here. This thing has probably been in the down and dirty for a long time.
Content, we're creating lies, diluting our brains. I'm done trying to argue online with these people who think that a vote's gonna bring about change. How many presidents does it take to have a life worth living? An actual comfortable wage. No more school shootings. Let's unite these states.
It's a damn shame what the world's gotten to for people like me, people like you. Wish I could just wake up and it not be true, but it is. Oh, it is. Living in the new world with an whole soul. These rich men north of Richmond, Lord knows they all just wanna have total control.
As much as I love welding, I'm pretty excited to get back to woodwork.
It's not okay. It's necessary. What the hell are we going to do without men? You look around the city here, you see all these buildings go up. These men, they're doing impossible things. They're under the streets, working on the sewers. They're up on the power lines in the storms and the rain. They're keeping this impossible infrastructure functioning. This thing that works in a miraculous manner. They work themselves to death.
I've said this before and I'll say it again. What does your staircase look like? Actually, I said that about the living room, like the back seat. You could call it a back seat, you could call it a couch. I call it a couch with seat belts. But it was a goofy shape, and so is my top staircase. I mean, the bottom one's gonna be a pretty perfect triangle, but this top one, a little rough around the edges. Literally, but the shape is mostly there, and this is very purposeful. It's going to be very goofy, very hard. If somebody ever looks at me and says that this isn't custom, I mean, for one, I'm building an RV out of a box fan that's meant for, you know, moving your furniture from one house to another. That was its sole purpose. Now it just houses the house, which I think is awesome. I think a lot of people think it's awesome. I think that's why we do it. But if anyone ever honestly looks at the windows and the doors and all the furniture and stuff and still says it's not that custom, this is what I'm going to refer them to. Yeah, I'll pull the panels out or whatever. I'm going to have well, you'll see. I'm not going to ruin it for you. Let's get back to it.
Very useful to tell everyone, not just men, that they have an important role to play, a necessary role, and that if they act properly and honestly and forthrightly, that they can put their lives together and they can help their families and they can make their communities better, and that that's not toxic masculinity. That appalling phrase. And often, literally, the gratitude for that is sorely lacking, especially among the people who should be most grateful. You see university professors, especially of the social justice bent, who are among the most protected and privileged people that the world has ever produced. They take everything they have for granted, failing to understand entirely that there's a massive infrastructure of unbelievably hard-working, solidly laboring, working-class men breaking themselves in half on a regular basis, making sure that everything that always breaks works. And so a little gratitude for that is in order. It's very useful to tell everyone, not just men, that they have an important role to play, a necessary role.
You weren't born just pay bills and die. You weren't born just pay bills and die. All you need is a dog a shack, a creek in the back, and a good woman. Oh Lord, you don't need that rich man's gold. My granddaddy grew up on dirt floors. The whole county was dirt poor. Mama died when he was 4. What a damn shame. They grew tobacco and raised hogs, 7 youngins and some old dogs. I reckon they was living high on the hog way back in their day. You say you won't born to just pay bills and die. You won't born to just pay bills and die. All you need is a dog, a shack, a creek in the back, and a good woman. Oh Lord, you don't need that rich man's gold.
I don't know what this country is going to look like in 10 or 20 years if things don't change. I don't know what this world's going to look like. And like, something has to be done about it, you know? There's been too many people die. There's been too many people sacrifice everything they've had. People die before they're even 18, you know? Just for us to all sit here and just do the stupid shit it is that we do every day that keeps us all beat down and divided. Like, that's what I want to see stop. And I'm going to do everything I can to influence that at all costs, even if it does throw my world upside down. It's well worth it. But for now, I'm hanging in there, and I'm doing what I can. And I really appreciate everybody who's along for the ride. So there's a lot more to come, and I'm excited for it. And I'll see you on the next one.
I think we all know this to be true, that if you don't record something, you get it done a lot faster. And I forget that a lot. But then I get stuff done a lot faster. I get stuff done pretty quick, and I have a moment where I'm like, oh, I'm supposed to be recording this. Here's that moment again. Don't worry, it's not, well, obviously it's not done, but all I did was get these 2 pieces in. There's a seam right here. And I don't know if you can pick it up on camera, but there's actually a dip. Like, it dips right there, and I don't know how you feel about that. I can take it out just by, like, lifting the metal. But yeah, so there's 2 pieces here. We're gonna start. I got a line marked on them down by my edge here. And I know some of you, Jake, why are you using so much wood, like so thick of wood? Like, you could have just used 1/4 inch or something like that. That's true. If you can find in Minnesota, if you can find a 1/4 inch wood that looks like this, that was cut off a slab, you know, and there's planers out there, there's machines and stuff to do it. The guy I picked this stuff up from didn't have it. I didn't think it was gonna be that thick. Honestly, it's turning out great. If you look at this edge, I mean, I know it's thick. It's a girthy girl, but look at the manufactured live edge work I can do with it, and I don't know, I think it's got a good look, and I think you'll see the same thing when I curve along this edge. I have no idea what that's gonna look like, so don't think I know what I'm doing here, because I definitely don't. I've never ever done, this is the first time I've ever worked with even slabs before, so you know, don't want you guys to get the wrong impression. Almost like this staircase I welded in, everything, you know, everything of this door I put in, that window. I've never done anything like that stuff. I just, you know, you just take it one step at a time. You know, I mean, first I got the First I tried to get these two like together, and I had a template over the whole thing, but I'd first get the seam, you know, good so they match up, and then I'd cut the template out, bring it over here. Okay, it's a little long, cut a little off here. You know, it's just one tiny step, 1 foot in front of the other kind of thing, you know. That's why guys like me always say anyone can do this, because we're doing it and we don't know what we're doing.
No matter how bad it is going to be, when there is a challenge, and by a challenge I mean anything in life, any challenge, anything that you're facing, the only way to overcome the challenges that you face is to start walking. Take that step every day, no matter what you are facing. Get up and start walking.
I want you to see yourself doing what you want to do, experiencing what you want to experience, having what you want to have, doing what it is that gives your life some meaning and value. Operate out of your imagination, not your memory. Because whenever you look at where you want to go, I'm wanting to warn you, you will have some conversation back here after you go through the data that you've experienced in life saying you can't do it. And so what you want to begin to do is ignore that inner conversation.
When the opposition hits, when the challenge hits, when the pain creeps in, when the uncertainty creeps in, when the cuts, when the scars, when the bruises come, I want what all other men want. Never allow life to make you forget why you do what you do. People don't burn out, people don't quit, people don't underachieve, people don't settle because of what they do. People burn out, people quit, people underachieve, and people settle because life makes them forget why they do it. If we respect it the way we say we respect it, if we love it the way we say we love it, if we cherish it the way we say we cherish it, every single day should be nothing less than excellence. You might not always be your best, but you can always bring me your best.
What's your purpose for playing this game? Why are you doing what you're doing? And when you know why you're doing what you're doing, you saw my t-shirt, no alarm clock needed. My passion wakes me up. I got up at 3 o'clock this morning, no clock. I ain't used the clock in 20 years. My passion wakes me up. My drive wakes me up. My determination wakes me up. My ability to be, do, and have whatever I want, it wakes me up. What wakes you up? What drives you? Why are you playing this game?
Opportunity. You have an opportunity of a lifetime. When you understand you have an opportunity, you play a little different. When I dropped out of high school and I started going to this church and let me speak, I picked up the mic. I was 16 years old, I picked up the mic. I'm not gonna say it was the best speech I ever did, but when I picked up that mic and got off that stage, I was like, yep, I can do it. So hear what I'm saying, opportunity. I got an opportunity, you got an opportunity. So here's the deal, when you have an opportunity, why would you give 80%? Why would you give 80%, 70%? Why wouldn't you always give 120%? It's sports, it's basketball. Why wouldn't you give 120%? You can't dictate if the ball gonna always go in. You can't dictate what kind of game you're gonna have. You can't dictate how your body is gonna respond to moving around. But you can dictate your what? You can dictate your good. You can dictate your, you can always give 120% effort. And every day I want you to wake up and not just go, I'm sweet like that. I want you to go, I'm not just going with skills. There's a one type of dude who feel like because he's gifted that it's just an automatic road for him. Let me tell y'all something. You are gifted, but you better humble yourself.
So, got piece in down there, piece in there. They look fine. I'll be like, oh, there's a crack there. Well, I'm going to be, this guy is somewhat secure, but he's not really in that corner. Not to mention there's a piece that goes there. This I'm going to be putting in with liquid nail or something like that, bead all the way around it, well, and underneath and on top, just, you know, like, yeah, it's, trust me, it's not going anywhere once I get it in there. Same with that piece, which we need to do right now.
Richmond, north of Richmond.
This for the women who birth all daughters and sons and they nurse all of our family while we are traveling, trying to get paychecks and work hard. I don't know how much longer I can take this. Only looks like I got half of my paycheck. How can I explain this all to a baby? I know I'll read it, the statement you gave me. Near miss a lot, know you've been working daily around the clock. Gotta provide for the family you got, but you laid off, sincerely your boss, I'm sorry. Isn't that sounding outrageous? How about you go home and say that? Go to your daughter and tell her you broke, cause when your boss will give you some change, you would take it. I am not one to just take it. I am not one to be
Now
lazy.
we've got 2 more little pieces, 3 more little pieces. We've got that 45, maybe it's a 45, who knows. We've got this guy, which if you eyeball it down it, I don't know if it's gonna make this corner. Maybe, I don't know. I'd like to not make a corner piece here, so maybe we'll try to get one right here. Oh, we've got 4 pieces because we've got to make a little one that comes out here, and then, or one that comes over here, and then one that comes over here. The one that comes over here, out here, and then one that comes over here. Yeah, some goofy stuff. I'm gonna take some of my first steps on my fancy staircase. Oh, that didn't sound good. It's okay. This one's glued down. It's wood glued, and I don't know if I didn't get to show it on camera, but there's 2 pieces here, and it's wood glued across that crack with a bunch of sawdust to hopefully hide the crack. You can still see it if you look close enough, but I'm also not done with it. But it's I don't know how long this stuff is going to take to cure that it's glued with. I also shimmed it right about there to bring this piece that I'm standing on up a little here to match this one. And this one's been glued down for a little bit. She's solid, she's sturdy. This is my trusted, tried and true girl here. And that's, I should put the camera, when I get back out, or if I ever do it, I'm gonna put the camera over there. I'll show you, I'm bouncing the whole box right now.
Hunting and fishing and growing the garden and starving your family while feeding you lies. What kind of manners and idly by while children get raped? I'd rather die. Just give us a list of old Biden is hiding. They'll all be dead by the end of the night. I promise I'll make sure they all see the point when I give them the end of my
Most
night.
politicians look out for minors, and not just minors on an island somewhere. Lord, we got folks in the street, ain't got nothing to eat, and the obese milking welfare. Well, God, if you're 5'3" and you're 300 pounds, taxes ought not to pay for your bags of fudge rounds. Young men are putting themselves 6 feet in the ground, 'cause all this damn country does is keep on kicking them down. Lord, it's a damn shame what the world's gotten to for people like me, people like you. Wish I could just wake up and it not be true, but it is. Oh, it is. Living in the new world with an whole soul. These rich men north of Richmond, Lord knows they all just wanna have total control. Wanna know what you think, wanna know what you do, and they don't think you know, but I know that you do. 'Cause your dollar ain't shit, and it's taxed to no end, 'cause the rich men north of Richmond. I've been selling my soul, working all day, overtime hours for bullshit pay.
That shit's gotta stop. If you watch the response videos on YouTube to this song, it's not conservative people responding to the song. It's not even necessarily Americans responding to the song. I don't know that I've seen anything get such positive response
That is not too bad. I mean, I feel like maybe a 45-degree angle would have hit it harder, better, but I'm not redoing it because there's a small chance that this is going to get covered with like carpet or diamond plate or something like that. Yeah, so let's keep chugging along here. We've got this really fun, where did that angle finder go? Alright, we got this really fun potential 45 here. It'd help if I had this right. This is really hard to do with this thing. Or like freaking impossible. Show me a 45. So this is a 45. Yeah, I mean, hold on. That's got to be a 45-degree corner. Alright. Still not sure what I'm going to put here. And I got that really nice notch down there because there's a piece of frame there. So, yeah, that's lovely. Not sure what to do. Could probably handle this guy though. So here's what I ended up going with. Combination of wood glue and liquid nail. Because I don't think I want this coming back off. I'm gonna have to wrap it up right there. I know there's a lot I didn't record on this, and well, at least this part for sure. I know I got the wood and everything, but this is, you know, an epoxy job, and I've never done anything with epoxy. This is my first time. As some of you can probably tell, we've got an air bubble here, air bubble here, air bubble here, 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 and I was in here with a blowtorch. Whole bunch of air bubbles there. That's actually overheating, I think. Air bubble here, air bubble here, air bubble there. Overheating, I think. Air bubbles. So I'm going to sand this down and polish it up and re-coat it for sure, 100%. This is also epoxy, by the way. It's all the way onto here. There's a gap right there, which I thought about sealing off. I guess I wish I would have, but it was nice to let the epoxy run down on something. Yeah, I did want it on here too, because we've got a bunch of grooves that like dirt gets in and now they don't get in. Get you a real good look at that. So as of right now, I'm gonna let this sit because winter's coming and we've got a lot more important things to do and worry about. It's got a coating on it, and I'm gonna add some adhesive some like traction tape basically, so that we don't eat crap going down these steps. But you know, like I said, I'm gonna sand it and everything. We're gonna get to that. We're not gonna get to it right now because I got a lot of things I got to get done before winter. Winter's coming. We've got the entire underside of the van insulate. We have a heated floor to put in. That's exciting. The front of the van's got to get done. There's a lot of gluing and stuff up there. Temperature wise, you know, you got to get that gluing and everything done. So this is where the project's going to get all wrapped up. I ended up putting a screw in here that I did not want to do at an angle, and I sealed all along this stuff. I mean, I didn't go up this crack, but you know, yeah. But I'll probably I don't know what I'm going to do about that screw. I'm not happy about that. I had to do that because I glued this panel in with that silicone stuff that stuff right there. That was working really good, but the bottom popped out and I had to epoxy it and seal it and everything. This is how that corner got turned out. I got to get a little sealant down in there and along here. You know, don't worry about the top and how that looks right now, because kind of like this guy, this is actually going to be the permanent place of this welcome sign that my wife brought home. I'm going to, I think it's going to be the permanent spot. I mean, I think it's a good spot, you know. So right now, I'll give you a little sneak preview into maybe the next video. I'm not sure if I'm going to record this or not, but this white piece, here, I'll pull this down. This white piece is basically the layout for a bunny cage. The second one I've ever built. This one's going to be a lot better. It's going to come across here to this corner, and it's going to be a 2 foot, that is, I think it's 2 feet at an angle this way. I'm not sure. No, it shouldn't be. It should be a little more. 2 feet that way. Probably 2.5 feet this way. A little under 2 feet going that way, and like 2.5 feet this way. Triangle bunny cage. Yeah, that'll be interesting. But yeah, I think we're gonna have to wrap it up here. Like I said, let's get on to the next bigger and better thing. Most of the time, at the end of every YouTube video, most of the ones we watch, they say like, comment, share, subscribe. And if you're new to my channel and you haven't seen a bunch of my old videos, because I don't think I've said it a whole bunch of my videos, but I'll say it again, that I don't care if you like, comment, share, subscribe. I care if you like, I just appreciate comments. That's pretty much it. Obviously sharing, subscribing and all that stuff, it's gonna help me do more of this full time. It's just gonna help get to that goal for sure. But I guess I'm still on the fence of like how I feel about asking about it. I feel like it's asking for a handout or something. I don't know. But if you could leave a comment, I would appreciate it. That's gonna wrap it up for this video. We've got a lot more stuff to do to prep for winter. Heated floors, insulation underneath. We got the front of the cab that has a lot of gluing going on, and we got to do that in a certain temperature. So a lot of exciting stuff. That's going to be the living room. That's going to have a TV, the couch. I've already got all the fabric and foam and stuff picked out. The floor is going to be beautiful. You're going to love it. And I say the floor is going to be beautiful, I mean like this quality from where you're seeing it right now, you know, because right now you can't see the bubbles. I didn't even show you the box elder bug. Zoomed out, there's 2 box elder bugs. I think there's a couple more legs in here. Yep, there's some legs from where I pulled them out. But the point is, one day in the spring or whenever, that is going to look 100% beautiful. It's gonna be really hard to find my imperfections, because I will sand them out, I will polish them out, I will recoat it, it will look great. The floor that's going in that van and walls and everything, same thing, except they're not epoxy, so they're just gonna be perfect. I'm looking forward to it. I hope you are too. I hope I see you on the next video. I hope you leave a comment. And more than anything, I hope you realize that there's nothing stopping you from doing anything you want. So get out, have an adventure, have fun. See you in the next one.
Living in the new world with